What up, YouTube? It is the Scrubquad here from the Cash Kelly and AC Network, bringing you a Raw recap from August the 8th. This was the Raw heading into SummerSlam. SummerSlam is this Sunday, so some things definitely got cleared up a little bit. Some things added to the card just a little bit to make things a little bit more interesting. And so without further ado, let's jump right into Monday Night Raw. Alright, so Monday Night Raw started out with Triple H coming down to the ring and pretty much explaining how he is going to be the special guest referee for the Undisputed WWE Championship match. I think it's Undisputed. It's either Undisputed or Unified, whichever one it is. And then he called out John Cena because both Cena and Punk were in action tonight, and John Cena's match was first. And Cena pretty much said that he thought that this move was focusing on Triple H's ego, which it kind of is, and then Triple H just pretty much told him to shut up and compete in his match, and Cena did win his match. He defeated Jack Swagger. Nothing too special. He just defeated him with a attitude adjustment. Some other matches that we had. Originally, The Miz was supposed to face Rey Mysterio, but then he ended up attacking Rey Mysterio. This was mainly part of an injury angle because Rey Mysterio did tweak his knee at a house show, so they just want to keep him fresh for SummerSlam. So Miz ended up facing Kofi Kingston, and I'm not going to lie, when Kofi Kingston hit that move off the turnbuckle where he jumped up, he got some wicked air. It was nasty. But The Miz ended up winning that match in the skull-crushing finale. Alex Riley faced Dolph Ziggler, and Alex Riley won by disqualification after Vicky Guerrero got in the ring and slapped him. And then after this, the Vicky Guerrero-Dolph Ziggler thing sort of started to implode. They started yelling at each other, and then Vicky left, walked up the ramp, and continued to yell at Ziggler while he was still in the ring. So you have to wonder, will this play a part in Sunday's match at SummerSlam between Alex Riley and Dolph Ziggler? Will Vicky Guerrero even be at ringside, or will she help out Alex Riley? I mean, you don't really know. And then CM Punk faced Alberto Del Rio, and CM Punk won, hit the GTS. And in this match, I think it was sort of like a wake-up call for Alberto Del Rio, I guess you could say, because it showed that his in-ring ability, like his technique and everything, was not as good as the best in the company. Like CM Punk technically out-ring worked him like no other, if that even makes sense. But he completely dominated him with the ring work and did win the match. And I was glad that this match actually did have a finish. I didn't want a stupid disqualification to make both men look strong. I wanted a legitimate finish, and that's what happened. So that was it for the matches, and then we came down to the contract signing between CM Punk and John Cena. And this thing started off by CM Punk showing the clip of what The Rock had to say about John Cena from a couple weeks ago, where he was standing, I don't even know where he was standing in front of like a forest, and he was just insulting John Cena. Now, I didn't know they were allowed to say that he looked like a transvestite Wonder Woman. I didn't know they were allowed to say that. I don't know if maybe he'll get fined for that. I don't really know. Maybe GLAAD will get him in trouble for saying that. But so CM Punk used that to his advantage, while it also gave Punk and Cena time to make fun of The Rock as well. And I thought that was weird. I don't know why they would focus on The Rock when they should be focusing on their match, and that's bigger, but whatever. And then Punk also used that video to prove points that he had, and he agreed with some of the things that Dwayne said. And then Cena pretty much took everything that Punk said and threw it in his face. He called him a hypocrite because he wanted to be called the voice of the voiceless, but he sold people out for more money and some few extra perks, like the ice cream bars and all that stuff, which if the ice cream bars come back, that would be wonderful. Triple H, if you're watching this video, bring back the ice cream bars. But so he pretty much called him a hypocrite and all that. And then Triple H sort of stepped in and said that he agreed with Cena, that he was calling Punk gutless. And this is my favorite part of the promo, when CM Punk looked at Hunter and John Laurinaitis, and pretty much called them gutless because he's like he looked at Laurinaitis and asked him if he went face to face with Vladimir Kozlov when he fired him, or when he fired Chris Masters or Harry Smith, also known as David Hart Smith. And I thought that was awesome that CM Punk was sticking up for the people that got released, and that part was really awesome. CM Punk like stepping up for the workers that get released every whenever they get released. And then a little bit of hell started to break loose. But first, both men did cut great promos. John Cena's promo was great, and so was CM Punk's. But then hell started to break loose. Cena kicked back his chair. He flipped over the freaking table. And then when they got close to together, John Laurinaitis tried to break him up. CM Punk kicked Laurinaitis. He was aiming for Cena, but he kicked Laurinaitis in the back of the head. And then Triple H went to push Punk back, and Cena went and charged, and he hit Punk and Triple H. And Triple H got mad. He stood up and he pushed Cena. And I was like, yes, they're going to fight. But they didn't. They sort of just stood in the ring. And at first, it looked like John Cena was looking at Triple H like he was going to hit the Attitude Adjustment. And I was like, yes, do it, Cena, do it. But he never did. And that was a little bit of a letdown. So that ended the show. It could have been foreshadowing, or it could have been just a coincidence that Triple H and John Cena were standing in the ring, and the WWE Championship was in the ring. But I hope, I don't want Cena to win, I'm going to be honest. Last night on Raw, they had a poll on who you think is going to win. So I asked you guys that same question. I want CM Punk to win because I think it'll just be better for the company in general. I'm tired of seeing Cena win all these matches over and over again. And will Triple H turn on John Cena? Will he turn on CM Punk? Or will we have someone like Colt Cabana, who's been working Raw dark matches week after week? Will he interfere with the match and help CM Punk win? Because he definitely won't help John Cena win. So that is the question I ask to you: who will win? And do you think Colt Cabana will interfere in this match? So for that, I will say bye. So peace out, guys.